Hello, Pinhook. Welcome back. So we're going to get started now, probably, because it looks like a lot of us are already here. So if you're just tuning in for the first time, this is the Eyes Up Here Pants Optional Show. We do this show every single Thursday, 8 to 10, and we have a fabulous lineup tonight. So we'll have comics perform at 8 and also 9. So if you enjoy the show, you can always share this link onto your Facebook page. You can go ahead and share it right now. If you share it to your Facebook page, we'll get more viewers. And the whole purpose behind this is Pinhook is an amazing Durham local bar. It primarily focuses on trying to get queer marginalized people on the stage, and Eyes Up Here is celebrating 5 years this month. And so we're really excited, or last month technically, but still, we're really excited to be here. We're excited that we can still do shows online, and I'm so excited for the lineup. Since no one is here to interview me, I always interview myself. I'm Natalie Varkey. I perform with Eyes Up Here. I do the monthly show once a month, but now we do it weekly. And just some quick fun things about me. I'm not doing well. Are you guys doing well? I'm not doing well. I'm not doing good. Is anyone doing good is what I like to ask people. I bought this shirt that I'm wearing. I'll show it to you in a moment. A month ago, I thought it was light. I thought it was cute. I thought it was fun. I thought it was whimsy. You know, I thought it was like a whimsical, eccentric little lady wearing it. And now it's like a little too real. It says death of the party. So not so cute, not so light, you know, because I probably will kill people if I come to a party, you know, because I'm a carrier. I'm pretty young. And so I could kill you. You could kill me. We can't have a party. We can never have a party anytime soon. So yeah, this is, if you want this shirt, I'll come by your house. I'll throw it at you. You can come by my house, pay me by throwing an egg at my face, because I think that would make me feel a little bit alive right now, you know? Some other things. So people at work are a little concerned about me. I've had a pretty bad year, so they're trying to cheer me up in a lot of different ways. And so one person sent me a care package and sent a bunch of jerky. I'm not sure what vibe I give to where I need a lot of jerky, but you know what? It's pretty fucking good. And I thought about it. I was trying to figure it out. Why would anyone send me jerky? And here's the thing. One time I came to work with a jerky because I like to go to the gas station in the morning, you know, and just pick up snacks. And one time I got a jerky, and so now I'm jerky lady. I'm jerky lady who gets jerky sent to their house. So that's fun for me. That's good for me. When I say house, I mean my bedroom. I have a single bedroom. I don't even own it. I rent this one bedroom. I'm the jerky lady, yeah. Also the rollerblade lady. I took up rollerblading during this time and getting recognized around town for rollerblading. I was rollerblading and this man, he waved at me. And another time I was walking and this man, he recognized me and he said, "Hey, I feel like I've seen you before." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And he's like, "Yeah. You rollerblade, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You're the rollerblading lady." I was like, I guess so. I guess I am. And he's like, "Yeah, I think I saw you run into a dumpster recently." And that's true. That is true. So I'm alone. I'm alone, but we're not actually alone because people are still seeing you embarrass yourself. I like to do this thing where when I go on a walk, I rate the bushes. I say, that's a 2 out of 5 bush. That's a 3 out of 5 bush. That's a 4 out of 5 bush. I'm looking for that 5 out of 5 bush. Some other fun things I've seen on my walk. I found a stray bullet on my sidewalk. I also found imitation crab bag. I don't know who ate imitation crab and then stopped and then tossed the bag onto the street. But that's how I am. Was that good for you? Did you guys like that? I didn't do a single joke. I'm just giving you updates now. We're doing this every week. I don't have any more content to give other than, again, I'm very serious when I say, if you want this shirt and you live within 5 miles of me, I'll dip it in some bleach and I'll throw it. But the only thing is you have to throw an egg at my face, okay? All right. Are we ready to get started with our first comic? I'm really excited to bring up this first comic. Her name is Mackenzie Shiloh DuPont. DuPont, right? I think. Okay.
Hello, blessings. Hi, how are you?
Not good, remember?
Oh, yes. I will be praying for you, my dear sister in the Lord. I am really worried about you, and I'll be thinking about you. So this isn't a Christian bloggers e-conference. This is not that.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, but you can I'll allow it for tonight.
Okay. That's a little confusing, but yeah, we'll just go forward and we will just roll with it because
Yeah.
that is what we do.
I have a couple questions for you.
Okay. Okay. I'm
I'm gonna
ready.
start off with a wacky one. What's your favorite flavor of Fanta?
Excuse me? You said
Your
a very foreign word?
your favorite flavor of Fanta.
Fanta. Well, lately I've been drinking a lot of collagens. I don't know if that answers your question, but they've just done a lot of wonders for my nails and my hair and my skin. And I don't know what Fanta is. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's a kind of a rich bitch thing. I don't think you'd get it, but
Oh, that's fine. I don't want to know anything that a rich B word would know about, so that's fine. Alan, Alan, he's messing up the laundry. Husbands. Anyway, um, well, this is not what I was expecting to do. Usually, I'm in my blogging closet. You'll have to excuse the way that I look right now. I have been getting ready to do my evening 17-step organic skincare regimen. But yeah, so let's see about me. My name, as Natalie shared, is Mackenzie Shiloh DuPont. Can you hear me? Am I a little too quiet? I just like having a soft voice that shows that I'm gentle in spirit. Um, so yeah, so the Shiloh in my name, a lot of people want to know about that. And we are named after that famous general. And up until recently, we did have a statue commemorating his service in Tennessee that was recently pulled down by some rough folks that had feelings about that statue being up. So the legacy to my family name is gone, but the memory is still there in my maiden name. DuPont is my husband's last name, of course. Let's see what else. I'm an Enneagram 2 Wing 1. That tells you everything. So yeah, you can follow me at Messy Buns and the Blood of the Lamb. That's my Instagram handle. And man, I will be vulnerable with you guys right now. I am missing Redemption Vineyard, my church, my family. I'm missing my flock, you know. I'm especially missing the nursery where for 45 minutes my darling littles, Micah and Ruth Joy, would just be, just give mommy some space and sit and just let the spirit wash over me in the sanctuary. And I'm just so far away from my family right now. So I'm just kind of down to my last mason jar. Anyway, I'm just a little discombobulated about where I am, but I will just do what I always do anyway, which is every Thursday on my blog, which you can follow at Messy Buns and the Blood of the Lamb. I review recent music releases that I think everyone should make sure to stay away from. Just right now, in such a time of viral outbreak, as we close the doors to our home, it's very important to close our hearts and our minds and our ears as well. It's very important to keep influences of the devil out of your home right now. So let's see. The big album that dropped this week that I heard about is Fiona Apple, whose name I had not heard in a really long time. She came out with this new album called Fetch the Bolt Cutters, which is already a very violent album name that kind of signals the darkness that's there that you should really be guarding your heart against. She's one of those pop singers, indie singers who just walks right down the street to the abortion vending machine and says, 2, please, I'll take 2. So you really, that's what her song Criminal is about, actually. If you go back and comb through the lyrics a little bit longer, that is that is what Criminal is about. But Fetch the Bolt Cutters, I've been hearing it. My next door neighbors, who are these two absolutely darling, sweet women who just seem to be very close. I'm not sure what that's about, but they will be cuddling and they'll be sitting out on the porch with their pit bull. And they've just been blasting this album nonstop. And so I really couldn't get away from it. You know, we keep our voices down in my house. We keep our voices peaceful. And so it was kind of impossible to escape this invasion of noise. And so, you know, I've listened to it. I've you know, put in earplugs and tried to avoid it. But yeah, just been, you know, listening through. There's a lot of noises of dogs, like the hounds of hell, I think is what she's trying to evoke there. So definitely be careful about that. You know, there's this track where she goes, kick me under the table, all you want. I won't shut up. I won't shut up. And it's very catchy, but you need to guard your heart. And so I would recommend that you stay away from that song. It's kind of aggressive. You know, there's some themes of promiscuity. There's some themes of adultery, and those you shouldn't let your husband listen to this album. Definitely. Obviously, I haven't listened to the whole album the way through because I've been blocking and guarding those forces, and so yeah, but I just wanted to recommend that. And while I still have you, you are welcome to ask me any questions that you want. I'll be looking in the chat, and if you have skincare questions, if you have nail care questions, if you have hair care questions, or if you have questions about resources for the Enneagram, if you want to know about what I'm listening to, what music I'm into, I'd be happy to share that with you. But yeah, I am a certified LuLaRoe representative. And, you know, right now is a really important time to support small businesses. And, you know, I'm here in Apex with my husband, who is full-time employed at Cisco. And we are comfortable. So we're not in any dire situation. But my LuLaRoe money is my play money that I'm allowed to use. So I'm running a little low on my Clinique, and so I could really use some. So you can find me there on Instagram. Yeah, but don't wear your leggings out. Obviously, those are temptations. You should not show your body to anyone, unless it's your husband, unless he wants to see it, which most of the time in this house he doesn't. So, Mac, how'd you know my nickname? What do I think is the funniest human gesture, or dog gesture for that matter? Well, funniest, well, we can't do anything rude. That wouldn't be honoring to the Lord. Funniest human gesture. I kind of like this one. I kind of like that one. I can have any last questions, or it looks like that's probably my time. Please do follow my blog, Play Money. Oh, sweetie, you must not be married. It's what wives get. Okay, thank you.
Joanna Rutter, everyone. That's her real name, Joanna. Stand up all around Durham and in the Triangle. She's a favorite, and that was awesome. Joanna, do you have anything to plug? I know you produce some stuff, so if you want to plug that real quick.
Oh yeah, follow Punch Up Comedy, Punch Up NC on Instagram. We do workshops and open mics and stuff. Yeah.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Thanks so much.
Guys, aren't we having so much fun? Make sure you are tipping these comics, and also the Pinhook at the Pinhook on Venmo. Also, share your screen to your Facebook page. You can share this live feed onto your page. More viewers coming in. We've seen like 36 people. I've seen so many of my friends on, and it's so good to know that people actually just like me. But we have someone coming in from LA, and I'm excited to bring them on the screen. Tess Barker. Or it could be kind of fun if we had Piper Rumcorp come up.
Hey.
Sorry.
What's
how are you?
up?
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
How is
I'm
quarantine treating you?
Quarantine's good. I'm with my parents, so I have reverted back to my high school self. So that's been fun little journey for me.
What were you like in high school?
I don't know, just very quiet. So it's good for me. It's good. I think I had some friends, but mostly stuck to myself. So yeah. So I'm pretty good for quarantine, actually. Pretty good.
Same. Did your parents keep your bedroom the exact same, or did they change it?
100%. Yeah, no, it's like a shrine to who I was when I played lacrosse. So
Nice.
There's like a huge photo of me playing lacrosse that hangs over my bed. So that's really nice to think of.
I have this, like, giant Jesus poster above my bed.
Yeah.
Things on our wall, like my mom thought it was like icons, and I remember my younger sister had a Justin Bieber poster on her wall, but she put it behind her door so that if the door was open, you would never see it. And one day my mom was vacuuming and she opened the door and Justin Bieber was behind the door, and my mom had a whole sit down meeting with all of us, and she's like, who is this boy in your class that you put a picture of him on the wall? She thought Justin Bieber was just a boy in my sister's class.
That might even be better than thinking is like a false idol kind of thing.
Yeah. But I just like the idea that my mom thought we were that insane that we enlarged a photo of a boy and put it behind our door to what?
That's my friend Trevor. He's the best partner I could have asked for in lab. So
Piper is in Six Kids Improv, which I've seen live, and they perform in Atlanta. She's tuning in from Atlanta. She does improv, but also stand-up, which is awesome. And also, what is your favorite scent, Piper?
My favorite scent? I feel like it changes, but consistently I will say chocolate chip cookies are kind of, they'll always get me, which has been happening a lot, actually, incidentally.
You can sit under your shrine and eat your cookies and reflect on
Yes, yeah, back to my little hole, and I'll just eat. Yeah, so it's good. It's been nice.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see what you're about to do.
Oh, thank you. All right, yeah, so I'm just gonna do some jokes for you guys. It's just me, Piper. But basically, so quarantine's been really fun for me. I've been playing a lot of The Sims, which has been just a joy because, it's fun because I can't go out or do anything, but what I can do is recreate myself in The Sims, and then I can recreate my house in The Sims, and then I can make all my friends in The Sims, and then I can invite them all over to my house. And it's really fun because it's almost like they're really here, but they're not. So that's really sweet. And I was doing that the other day, obviously, because I'm very lonely. And so I like was looking at it, I was like, this is so much fun. Like, I love having parties. Like, this is so cute. And then I realized I couldn't see my little sim. I was like, where did she go? And I tracked her down. Turns out that she was hiding in her bedroom on the computer playing The Sims. So she was isolating herself. And I've never felt more like a proud mother. You know what I mean? It was kind of like, I raised you. It worked, like nature versus nurture. It was all nurture. It's all me. So that was really sweet. And I don't know, it's just been a blast. I love The Sims because it lets me live out like my wildest dreams. It's like I could be an astronaut, or I could like answer the door sometimes without running and hiding. That's been good for me, I think, is social interaction, practicing for when we get out of here. It's just been fun. I've been playing a lot of that and Animal Crossing too. It's been it's been a really productive time. Not in real life, but boy, I have a thriving island. I've also been on TikTok a lot. That's been a way that I've been passing my time. And I've kind of sussed out a couple basic rules of TikTok, right? So I'm going to share those with you in case you're interested in keeping up with the children of today. Basically, rule number 1, if you're over 20, you're a grandmother. So I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. You're so old. And rule number 2 is if you're on TikTok, the only person over 20 who's allowed on TikTok is Baby Yoda. So that's it. If it's anyone else, then I don't know. Number 3, it's like karaoke. You know, if you try too hard, everyone will hate you. And I learned that the hard way in both cases. Number 4, you know, every single dance only has 4 moves. So, you know, keep that in mind. So you can pretty much be a dancer, which brings me to number 5. Actually, if you're on TikTok, you're a dancer, and if you're not a dancer, you're a comedian. If you're not a comedian, you're an artist. And if you're none of those 3, I'm sorry to inform you, but you are a furry. That is too bad. Hello from Portugal. It looks like you were going to type Portugal the Man, which I like. That's a good band. Let's see. I'm easily distracted. Number 6. So the thing about TikTok that you should know is that your stepdaughter's friends are going to bully you. And if you don't like that and you say something about it, you're a boomer. So, sorry. Number, what are we on? 7? Crip walking is no longer for Crips. Now it's for white teens. So, sorry, Crips. I'm very sorry. It's just the way it goes sometimes. Number 8 or 9? I don't know. Copyrights don't exist anymore. So that's fun. You know, if you insist a copyright exists, then you are a boomer. So sorry to inform you. And let's see, number 9, the Chinese government now owns all your data. They own all your text messages. They own all your nudes. So hope you're happy about that because you are now a Chinese spy. Let's see, I'll leave you guys with this. I think that I'm like a good feminist, right? I feel like we should all kind of be feminists in this day and age. But one thing that I think I fail at is that every time I see a skeleton, I just kind of like assume it's a guy, which is kind of wrong, you know, because like some skeletons are women, probably. Okay, but we don't see that in the Halloween media. All right, we don't see that represented at Party City. Okay, we always see what? Little skeleton, he's got a top hat and a cane, it's Mr. Buns and he's off to the dance, you know. Where are my skeleton Maxinistas? Okay, where are my skeletons out to brunch with her girls? You know, where are my skeletons who don't watch Sex in the City, but for some reason they've turned on the movie and now they're too invested in the plot, and how is Carrie gonna get out of this one? That's all I ask of Party City, is just a little more representation. And that's going to be all from me. I will say I am in Georgia, so I'm excited to go out and get my essential tattoo on Friday because we've decided that tattoos and bowling alleys are essential businesses. So let me know what I should get. Comment it below. Maybe I'll get it. Maybe I'll get coronavirus.
I have an idea. I think that I tweeted this. I want to get a stick and poke tattoo of 2 drink tickets to remember our time in comedy, you know?
God bless. Yes.
So I think you should get it as well. I'll get one.
Should. I think that would be a really good comedy tattoo anyway.
Yeah. That was
like the Christian fish. It's like, that's our sign, you know?
Oh, yeah. Christian fish, your drink tickets. Do you have any social media you want to plug? Twitter?
I'll plug, I guess, 6 Kids Improv. Yeah, we're gonna try to foray into the online world. just try to do some online improv, see how that goes. So
yeah, and everyone should like 1,000,000% watch because it's so good. I've been watching Piper perform improv since college, and she's great. So thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, isn't everyone so good? If you haven't already, we want your money. We need your money. Pinhook is an amazing venue, and we would love for you to donate $10, $10 million. I don't know who you are. You might be our next sugar daddies. I don't know. But if you haven't already, go to the Venmo Pinhook page, donate $1, donate $2. If you thought someone was specifically funny, leave a comment for them in the chat. We love seeing what you thought of our sets, and yeah, do that. But our next comic coming to the stage is Jody Oakley. She's a local.
Hi.
Hey, Jody. How are you doing?
I'm all right.
Yeah. It was just your birthday, though, so happy belated birthday.
That's true. Thank you. Do you hear my dogs? They're in the other room. Can you hear them?
I just heard like a moan, so yeah, I'm assuming that's your dog.
Yeah, it's a dog. I promise.
What's your favorite scent?
I think my favorite scent is coffee and bacon.
Together or separate or like a combo?
Together, like a nice breakfast.
Yeah.
Breakfast is my favorite food, and I think most scents go with that are pretty good.
Yeah. How do you drink your coffee?
With just a little bit of cream.
Oh, so you're like functional. You're like you're well adjusted.
I guess. The trick is that the cream has sugar in it. You know what I mean?
I don't agree with that statement. I feel like my coffee is literally like
read the ingredients.
half coffee, half milk, more cream, vanilla.
You gotta phase it out. I grew up drinking coffee. My mom gave me coffee, like your kind of coffee, with half milk, half coffee. Probably why I'm at right now in my life now. As a child, I had coffee.
Yeah. Do you have any things coming up you have a Instagram you wanna plug? I don't know.
I've got nothing. I want to be clear. I have absolutely nothing going on at anywhere, digitally or in life.
That's good, but and
I'm satisfied with it. I want to also be clear. I'm enjoying quarantine. I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I'm not a social person by nature.
I am yeah. Did you get anything with your quarantine bucks?
I haven't gotten my quarantine bucks yet. Mine has to come in the mail because I owe taxes normally. They don't have my bank account.
Yikes. I got some diabetic slippers, so if you need some ideas, those are pretty comfortable.
I do have some FSA dollars I'm trying to use here soon.
Yeah, I'll send you guys the link. I'm just gonna put it in there. But Jody, take it away.
All right. I wrote some quarantine material. I haven't written jokes in a while, so I'm gonna try some probably ridiculous, not gonna go very well jokes. But please comment and say they're funny anyway. That would be great. A real sentence that I said today was, I swear, if you ruin my moon puzzle with your new roller skates in the house, I'm going to kill you. Everyone involved in that conversation was an adult, by the way. Yeah, it's so hard to tell if you think it's funny. Someone say, ha, ha, ha. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's all I'm looking for, the attention. All right, I wrote some like pickup line-y kinds of things. I like my men like I like my face masks. Soft and easy to breathe through. That doesn't make any sense, but it's funny. If you want to pick up someone at the grocery store, I don't have any toilet paper, but I do have a bunch of my ex's t-shirts. Thank you, Marcy, for saying this is funny. You're my best friend. Oh, don't tell Erin. She's not here. Oh, man. We're already in trouble. Let's see. That's everything on this page. Okay, I wrote a poem. A haiku, and a song. I hope you're ready for these 3 expressions of art that I've never done before, but quarantine has brought out the creativity in me. Okay, number 1, poem. Roses are red, violets are blue. Quarantine sucks. COVID, fuck you. Applause, applause. Thank you. Thank you. All right, this one's a haiku, so that's 575, in case you don't know what a haiku is. Virus has me home. What am I going to do? Masturbate all day. All right, this one's a song. I don't have any instruments or ability to sing or write songs, but here we are. So this one is, oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Quarantine. You were lost and gone forever, oh my darling Quarantine. I was gonna keep writing that song, and I looked up the real lyrics to that song, and it's about a girl drowning. So like it doesn't actually get like adding quarantine to that song doesn't make it worse or better. It's just about a girl drowning, and then the guy kisses her little sister and is like, well, I don't remember who Clementine is. So that's not very good. I also want to, this is an idea I have for a face mask that I haven't seen online. And I don't know if it's going to work, but I thought maybe I could try it here with you. Just my go-to regular protection. See if you could use a condom as a face mask. So open it up. I don't know if you guys are all familiar with it. I don't think everybody's doing it. So just unroll it. Ugh, I never unroll it the right way until like the 5th try. It's like a USB port where you have to try it one way and then turn it the other way. And then it's actually the first way. So here's your condom. Are you guys familiar? Look how long it is. Oh, wow. Anyone can wear one, by the way. Okay, so you're going to want to stretch it as far as you can. And they stretch really far. You can put a wide dick in a condom. So you're going to want to try to get it on one ear, I think. And my plan is to try to get it to the other ear. I haven't tried it. We'll see what happens. Well, I don't think I can get it ear to ear. But you could just walk around like this. But if that's the case, you should probably just buy a dental dam. But no one I know knows where to get one. Not even the lesbians. I don't know. Dental dam. You put them in your mouths, by the way. Okay, so that's not going to work. But, you know, I'll just roll that up and use it for later. Yeah, someone wants to know, where do you get dental dams? And I'm like, the dentist? I guess you have to go to your dentist and be like, hey, trying to have safe lesbian extra, sex that's not phallic based, dentist. And your dentist is going to be like, we use these for treatment. Like this is a medical thing. And they're like, I don't know, go to the grocery store. By the way, hot tip, I recently bought a new vibrator and you can buy them at Target now. That's how like mainstream pleasuring yourself is. I bought the cutest little bullet vibrator at Target. So that's my recommendation for you, is to go to Target with your condom mask on and buy a new vibrator. They have 3 different kinds. I mean, it blew my mind. Let's see. These are all my quarantine jokes. So let's dive into some old jokes of mine that I found on a piece of paper in my house today. People, do you have tattoos? Does anyone here have a tattoo? Oh, someone wants everyone to know that you can also buy vibes at CVS, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so mainstream, guys. Get them anywhere. If you have tattoos, sometimes people over time, they'll say, do you regret tattoos you got when you were younger? Or they'll be like, oh, I don't regret any tattoo I've ever got. And it's like, really, Jody? You don't regret that Chinese symbol on the back of your neck you got when you were 18? You haven't shown 1 ounce of growth in 18 years? Are you kidding me? Oh, I think someone's at my door. I think it's a boy and 2 more dogs, which I was going to have this session in my other room that's really cute and adorable, but this boy and his dogs wanted to come over, and now I'm just next to this giant pile of laundry. It turns out quarantine doesn't make doing laundry any easier. Not any easier at all. I haven't done laundry since I've been at home. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. Okay, next joke. Julia Roberts. Have you ever noticed how compliments and insults are kind of the same? Like a lot of times people say Julia Roberts looks like a horse, which is a really mean thing to say about Julia Roberts, but it's a really nice thing to say about a horse. I know, the dogs, you guys. If I could go yell at them, they would stop, but I can't leave. I can't leave, you guys. 1 minute, okay? Let's see. One more joke here. Oh, does anyone know the Queen, Reba McEntire? Yes, you all do. Everyone knows Reba McEntire. She's really known for this one song, Fancy. And the lyrics go, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. And I just want to tell you guys, I don't think you only get one chance in life to be a prostitute. I think you could decide any day. I might decide today, actually. If you don't send enough donations, if you don't tip us enough, if you don't keep the pinhook in business, I might go ahead and take my chance to be fancy and not let anybody down. I'm going to leave you on that. You can come back, Natalie. Please come back.
Oh no.
I'm sorry about the dogs.
Okay, no. They're having a good time.
They think I'm hilarious, I'll tell you.
No, I thought you were funny. Did you watch the show, Reba? I love that show.
I did watch it, yes. It's very much like the overly person in me.
Spotify.
What?
I have the theme song on my Spotify.
I love it.
Thank you, Jody. I don't follow Jody on anything because she has nothing to put out there.
I'm sorry, I don't. You can be my friend on Facebook if you want.
Yeah. But she's a local comic. She performs at the Pit all the time and around at Good Nights everywhere. So just keep up with her. Yeah. Wow, we're doing great. I'm seeing all the donations coming in. We appreciate you. We appreciate the viewers. At one point, I saw we had on both the Pinhook page and the Facebook page 39 viewers, which is awesome. Again, continue to share, but also continue donating to Pinhook because we love the Pinhook. It's so amazing. At the Pinhook, we do karaoke. We do live shows. They do all sorts of stuff. So if you're enjoying this comedy show, they also do other stuff that you should definitely tune into. But I'm excited for our next comedian coming in live from New York, Maria Dakotas.
Hi. Oh, there I am.
How are you doing?
What do I do? What do I do? Okay, I'm here.
How's New York going?
New York is crazy, you know. It's there's a lot happening here.
Yeah.
We're all just hanging on Cuomo's every word. He does his, you know, daily show every morning where he talks to everyone. He has his daily press conference. So
how do you feel about his family photo with the salt and pepper shaker in front of everyone? I was like, this
wait, I didn't see it. I missed it. Where was it?
He just like posted a family photo of them all eating dinner together, and every person had a salt and pepper. And I was like, is this how rich people are? They just
well, I heard him talking about his daughter's boyfriend at one of his press conferences, and I thot that was very funny.
Yeah.
He was like, I like him. I like the boyfriend. I like him. He said I like him like 100 times. I was like, he obviously doesn't like him.
He doesn't even like his brother. I feel like he had a lukewarm, like a very lukewarm reaction to his brother being COVID positive. It was just like,
yeah,
my brother.
The thing is, right now, moms everywhere are so hot for Cuomo right now.
Yeah, they're like, no more Biden. We want Cuomo. Like, where did this man come from? We didn't even know who he was.
Yeah, everyone's like DTF Cuomo right now.
And the other guy. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really hear the news. I only read it, so I don't know how to pronounce Dr.
Fauci.
Oh, see, I didn't. I've never listened to the news.
Oh yes, everyone's like Dr. Fauci is so hot.
Him. They like are. I'm like, he's looks like a mad scientist, which he is, and I don't know that that's a look that people.
That's what the ladies are into these days, I guess. That's what the moms are into.
So Maria, what's your favorite scent?
My favorite scent is honeysuckle. I love honeysuckle. It reminds me of my grandparents because they had like honeysuckle trees outside of their house.
Oh, that's very sweet. I feel like everyone's answer has been like very just nice.
It's sincere. I don't know.
My favorite smell is like matches. Like I just like lighting matches, and then I like the smell afterwards.
I like the smell of fire too. I can get behind that too.
Maria, do you have any social media you want to plug? You do really funny videos, so.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, so I do. I have an Instagram where I put videos on Instagram. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's just my first and last name. Pretty simple.
Maria, I'm excited to see what you have. Have fun.
Okay, so I'm gonna sing a song. I'm gonna play the music from my computer. I don't know, like, is that okay? Is that like what should happen? I'm just gonna play it and see how this goes, and then I'm gonna sing for you guys. So I'm gonna annoy my roommates once again for the second to last time tonight. Can you hear this? I don't know. I can hear it on. I feel things so deeply in heartbreak. I have immense physical symptoms of doom. One time someone dumped me and said it's not the end of the world. I said, ha ha ha, you're right, it's the end of the universe. I also get wildly jealous. Shocking, I know. If my lover even looks at another woman. Yes, I use the word lover. And I want freedom to do whatever I want. Also, I make him look me in the eyes when he comes. Literally has no choice. He has to look me in the eyes, or I will kill myself slowly and make him watch. I'm emotionally unreasonable. It's in my blood to be intense. I'm Italian, yes, it's original. I'm emotionally unreasonable. If you say something mean, I'll remember it until the day I die. If you like a woman's ass on Instagram, I'll never touch you again. But I would like to cry and scream in the middle of Dwayne Reed. Please don't tell me to stop crying unless you want to die young. When I smell something that reminds me of childhood, I will cry tears of devastation. And mortality rushes to the forefront of my mind. It's crippling, I can't stop thinking we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. I'm dying right now. Our bodies are rotting from the inside out. I'm emotionally unreasonable. It's in my blood to be intense. I'm Italian, yes, it's original. I'm emotionally unreasonable. Some people say that you have control of your emotions, that you choose how you act, others' actions affect you. But I say those people don't have real blood in their veins. I'm a Scorpio, I was created solely to feel pain. I'm emotionally unreasonable. It's in my blood to be intense. I'm Italian, yes, it's original. I'm emotionally Okay, that was my song.
That was amazing.
I'm sure it was very loud for everyone. I was like, this is gonna be so loud.
No, it was good. I could hear you singing. It was just like, wow. It's also too relatable. I was like, it's like Mitski, goodbye. Hello, Maria.
Honestly, it's just like I feel so much, and I feel like people do relate to it because we're all supposed to be apathetic and chill, and I'm not chill. Okay, I'm just not.
Someone said emotionally unreasonable equals next to the left to the left. You're Beyonce, is what they're saying.
I love it. Thank you.
Maria, I recently watched your impression of the Italian government, how they've been responding. And so if anyone enjoyed that song, go to her Instagram page. She has a really funny Italian impression of how they've been just yelling at people in the streets. It's so good. So
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. This is fun. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm like just in a weird mood today. I taught today live, and similarly, I'm just shouting into the void, except the void talks back. Like I can hear the kids on Zoom. We turn all their cameras off, but just me. And so I feel like I don't know how to interact online anymore. I'm sorry. But it's really fun. And the next comic that's coming up, I have a natural affinity to her. No bias, but she shares my name. Her name is Nat Davis. So Nat Davis, come to the stage, please. Hey, Nat. I don't hear you at all. I still don't hear you. Does anyone else hear her? I don't hear her. Oh my God. If I can't hear you, then I'll have to sing and everyone will cry. It's this is like a scary movie. Okay, I'm gonna start showing you guys things while she figures this out for a little bit. So this is my hat that I bought with my quarantine cash. I know, it's so beautiful. I bought it for one bit that I did last week where I was I'm gonna try reloading my page because that might help. Hello, can everyone hear me? Am I good? Can we bring Nat to the stage again? Or is that what we're doing? If you haven't already, donate at the Pinhook. It is my favorite bar. I like it a lot. And this is my hat, and this is my jerky, and this is my life now in my room. And maybe I'll share a joke. Is that what we want to do? My death of the party shirt. Yeah, you can buy it off of me right now. Yeah, let's do a joke. I am a teacher. I teach. I don't really like it that much. No, I'm lying. I love it so much. It's the best thing in the world, but I'm not very excellent at it yet, I don't think. And people are always asking me like if I would ever consider teaching in a private school. And honestly, maybe, because I bet their lost and founds are amazing, you know? Imagine it's like the equivalent of like a Goodwill in Hartford, Connecticut. And I would love a free Burberry trench coat. That sounds amazing. That sounds ideal. Another thing about teaching is I actually miss all these weird interactions I would have. This is my favorite story I'm going to share with you. I've never shared it before. But when I taught in a high school, one time there was a fight. There was this girl. She was a very large girl for ninth grade. She was very overweight, and she got in a fight with this boy who was very small. He was a very small ninth grade boy. He said something really rude to her online. I witnessed the fight. It was a really crazy fight. I helped split it up. And then later in the day, all the kids were talking about it. And when they were talking about the fight, they were like, we knew it was going to happen. I was like, what do you mean you knew it was going to happen? They're like, anytime, we're just going to name this student Michaela. Anytime Michaela comes with a sweet tea, we know something's going to happen. I was like, what does that even mean? When someone brings a sweet tea, what does that not happen? Apparently that's like her signature move. She is like, has a wrestling move apparently. Whenever she has a sweet tea, what she does is she brings it to school, like a big sweet tea from McDonald's, and she dumps it on the person she's going to hurt's head. And then while they're distracted, while they're confused, that's when she punches. That's when she punches the person. And that's pretty insane, right? That's a pretty crazy cuckoo caca thing to do. I had another student who really liked to fart in my classroom. So it's like if I didn't let him go to the bathroom, he would just fart until I let him go. Like that's kind of like a terrorist move, right? To just keep farting until someone until you allow someone to go to the bathroom. Last teacher joke that I'll tell you guys is that I'm always getting corrected. Like people always want to correct me They want to be right. They want me to be wrong. And one time I was teaching, I'm a history teacher, and someone raised their hand. They raised their hand. They said, Ms. Varkey, you spelled barbecue wrong. And I was like, oh, where? What? How? I look at the board. It said DBQ, like document-based question. And I was like, why would we be talking about barbecue right now? I don't know. But those were three things that you might have liked or might have not liked. But even if you didn't, that's fine, because I'm on my own time right now. I'm going to go ahead and bring Erin up here to give some announcements.
Hey, it's me. Look at these bangs I haven't cut yet, y'all. Look at how many scissors I have that I'm ignoring right now, knowing that my bangs are right there and that they're too long. They're too long.
Aren't you jealous of Piper things? They look so good.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of things. We are closing out our 8 o'clock hour. So this is when we do announcements. Natalie, you can stay on. I can take this. I just want to give a shout out to one of my ex-husbands, just one, the one who told me, you'll never use these vintage sheets, Erin. Well, I did use them. It took me a long time, but I used them, Daniel. Anyway, okay, so a few things, announcements. I did just quickly want to tell everybody that we hit our goal of 1,000 followers on Instagram plus 10. Now we're at like 1,012. So if you haven't followed us on Instagram, it's at EyesUpHereCom on Instagram, and we would love you to be looking at that, because that's where you're going to find more content and more announcements about the shows that are coming up, like our Thursday show next week. Just like same bat time, same bat hour. You can come and check out another lineup of all killer comics with Eyes Up Here and the Pinhook. And we would love for you to continue donating. It's the Pinhook on Venmo. It is registered to Kim Register, the owner of the Pinhook, who we love, and who continues to create a wonderful space for musicians, drag queens, all the folks who don't really belong in Durham belong at the Pinhook, and that's why Eyes Up Here continues to support such a kick-ass venue. And all of your donations that you give between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. on Thursday nights are split with us. But truly, we kick a lot of it back to the Pinhook because we love it so much. We just pretend that we ordered all our drinks there, and that Darren is serving it up, and that we've got all our favorite folks there to just sort of like hug in real life. I'm just having like all the feels because I really miss being in person. I'm ENFP. I'm not getting enough from other people lately. Okay. So Pinhook on Friday nights, they do karaoke, virtual karaoke. So tune in on Friday nights. And on Saturday nights, they're doing virtual drag shows. Y'all, that's insane. Really cool. Tune in and support local folks doing kick-ass shit like that. As far as our ability to do an open mic online, we haven't been doing any open mics because it's very hard. But we're going to try in May. So, hey, keep an eye out for everybody but you, bro, which is returning in May. You heard it here. Not sure what date yet because everything is burning. And I'm just trying to make it. Really quick, I just want to give everybody a little affirmation from my not really a tarot deck. Okay. We're going to go with, ups and downs. This is what I want to share with y'all tonight. Life is an incredible ride. I'm lucky to be on it. The ups and downs make me want to puke sometimes, but they're what make things fun and interesting. And when you look back, even puking on yourself makes for a good story. That is damn right. Y'all, I'm going to bring Natalie back on the screen to bring us into our 9 o'clock hour show. If you're just tuning in, we would love for you to stick around until 10 p.m. It's the same folks you might have seen on the lineup in the 8 o'clock hour, but they might do the same jokes. They might do different jokes. We don't know. You can sit here and listen.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy time. You don't know what's going to happen, what's going to come out of my mouth, your mouth, anything. If you're just tuning in, welcome. This is Eyes Up Here, pants optional show. I think everyone was wearing pants. I'm definitely wearing pants. I will never not wear pants. I'm one of those people who is more comfortable with as much clothes on as possible. I preferably like to say that, like, when looking for a man, I'm the next man I date, I want him to wear glasses, specifically so he never sees me when we have sex. You know, that's my ideal man. But I'm Natalie Varkey. I host the Pinhook Show when we are in real life, and I do it monthly. But now we're doing this Pants Optional show, and so I'm here every week with Erin Terry and with some of the funniest ladies from across the U.S. We have people from New York. We have people from as in multiple people. We have a person from New York. We have a person from Atlanta. We have people from North Carolina, and also just people, amazing people. And so I'm excited for this lineup, and you should be too. And you should definitely consider donating to the Pinhook. Pinhook specifically tries to get marginalized individuals and queer folks on the stage to perform music, karaoke, drag. We do it all, and it's amazing and it's fun, and we're so happy that you're here. If you're Eyes Up Here fan, like us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, follow us on all of the things. And I'm just gonna go into some jokes. People, been asking me, how are you doing? How are you doing? And it's not good. It's not good. People see me smile a lot, but this sunny disposition, it's all fake. These teeth are fake. Nothing's real. It's all fake. Time is fake. But I bought this shirt that I'm wearing right now 2 months ago, actually. I thought it was cute. I thought it was fun. I thought it was light. I thought it was just whimsical. I thought it made me seem like a fun girl. It's not so fun. It's not so cool. It says death of the party. It's not so fun and it's not so light because if we have a party or any social gathering of more than 10 people, we could die because we're all carriers. I could be a carrier. It sucks especially for me because I feel like the men, my specific genre of men, are all older men, and now I could kill them. I could actually kill them. And I don't think enough people are thinking about Leonardo DiCaprio right now. Have you considered that all of his girlfriends are so young and so they probably can't be with him right now? Is anybody thinking about Mary-Kate and Ashley and the fact that they are smokers, but are their coughs corona coughs, or are they just regular coughs? Like, nobody is thinking about these things except for me, and that's the most troubling part. People are worried about me at work. I've had like a really weird bad year. I won't get into it, but if you follow me on Facebook, you can just like scroll down a little bit and you're like, damn, is she cursed? Did she, who in her family didn't carry someone up a mountain? And you'll be like, wow, and now all this is happening. This is so bad for her. Or like, this woman is obsessed with herself and she thinks that she's the only one suffering right now. Either one is fine. I don't mind. But yeah, people are worried. And so someone sent me a care package, and for whatever reason, they sent me a bunch of jerky. I'm not sure why, how and why I became jerky lady who likes to eat jerky just all the time, apparently. And so I'm just eating jerky. And I know why I have jerky is because one time I went to a gas station in the morning, manically trying to get something into my stomach, and I bought a jerky. And so someone at work saw me eat jerky, and so now they think that that's just like, it's like key to Natalie's whole thing. Like, she's just a jerky lady, but it's not true. It's just a one-time thing. I swear to God, it was a one-time thing. Been going on walks, raiding bushes. That's my new game I like to play by myself. I go around town and I'm like, that's a 1.5. It's a 2 out of 5. I'm looking for the 5 out of 5 bush, Haven't found it yet, but we have some time. So I think it's gonna happen for me. I really do. I saw a kid playing the trumpet, practicing on his porch. It was very beautiful. And so naturally I wept the whole walk home, reflecting on life's impermanence. And that's where I'm gonna end, because why would I tell you guys anything funny? I do this every week. But yeah, I don't know if you like that. Was that good for you? I don't know. But I'm so excited for our first comic coming up. I think we decided that it was going to be Nat Davis, correct? Natural affinity for Nat, because we have the same name. So.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Nat Davis.
Yeah.
I'm glad we figured that out. How are you doing, Nat?
I'm better now. I'm sweating, but I'm good. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah. How have you been spending quarantine?
Quarantine has been reading a lot, writing a lot, sleeping from the hours of 4 a.m. and noon. Yeah, I'm on a new schedule. It feels good.
Nice. What's your favorite flavor of Fanta?
I don't drink it really, but probably like the orange one.
I don't like that. I was hoping
Guess we
that
can't be friends anymore.
it's okay. I am actually not friends with anyone with the same name. There can only be one. I don't know if you know this, but you go by Nat, I go by Natalie. There can only be one here in North Carolina.
I
Matt,
changed my name.
because you're a local, because you come to the Pinhook often, can you share with everyone what your favorite Pinhook memory is?
Oh shit. There's so many. From karaoke to drag to these comedy shows. Almost all of my comedy performances have been at the Pinhook, and that's been really cool and supportive. It's just the venue for anything. Bands, yeah, no, I cherish the Pinhook deeply.
So beautiful. So make sure you write that down and post it on their Yelp page.
Yes.
This is that was all that was for. So you have to type that. I just want you to know you have homework after this.
God damn it.
It's
It's early summer break. Don't make me.
Hey, you interact with me, and I'll give you an assignment. But
Can I draw on the screen?
yeah, you saw that on my story. Matt's referring to when I was teaching on Zoom. Some kid just kept scribbling onto my screen. I was like, "Can you not?" That's my exact like way I interact with students.
Yeah.
I don't
Can
even.
you not?
Can you not? Right now, please. No.
Yeah. Whatever
But
you're doing, stop it.
Matt, I'm excited to see what you have. Take it away.
Thank you. Me too. Cool. So yeah. Thanks, Lauren. Physical distancing. Been doing it. Been following that. I was also keeping a physical distance before quarantine. I haven't taken a personality test to confirm it, but I am introverted. Yeah, I like to be alone. I need to be alone. I don't like the obligation of like having to talk to people when I'm out in public. Like, I know it's polite to wave or smile or ask how it's going, but then I have to listen to how it's going. And sometimes I'm not like in the mood for that or ready for it. So that's like kind of a nice thing about quarantine is that I don't have to do that anymore. That's something I really love about North Carolina. I moved here the last couple years, and like when asked the question, "How are you?" they respond with, "I'm well, I hope you are." And it's foolproof. It's great because it's you don't have to return the question. I hope you're good. We don't have to talk about it. Don't worry about it. Concern for my New York City folks, because some of those apartments aren't even 6 feet apart. So like you can't even keep a safe distance at home, and that's really hard. Been keeping my distance though. I've been hanging out in cemeteries a lot lately because it's a guaranteed safe zone. Everyone there is already 6 feet away. Don't have to worry about it. Pretty cool. Speaking of death, my parents like to watch murder mystery TV shows, suspicious deaths, try to figure it out. And it's interesting because they already kind of have anxiety around like something awful happening to their loved ones, but then like why they need to see the gory details of somebody's tragic death is beyond me. But they like it, so who am I to judge? Like to each his own. Do your thing. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. To each his own, that phrase. My friend thought that was a French phrase pronounced to each his own. I find that really endearing, and I can't say the phrase without thinking of that now. Yeah. I don't like being labeled. It's something that like people do to other people and to themselves, and try to like find how we exist in the world through identifiers. And like I've taken some personality tests, but like I don't like people to like define me that way, right? Like I can confirm that I'm queer. I don't need someone else to validate that, I've seen recently on Instagram that like there are those filters that like scans your face and then tells you something related to a theme. And I don't really care. Like personally, I don't care. I don't care what my goth name would be. I already lived through middle school. Like I don't need you to tell me that. I don't care what my gangster rapper name would be. I'm already Nat Daddy. Don't need you to give me a new one. I don't care what 90s cartoon I would be. I'm somewhere in the middle of a Rugrats meets Recess meets Daria. I get it. I don't need an Instagram filter to tell me what color I am. I know I'm purple and teal. I don't need Instagram to tell me what state I am. I'm in like a permanent state of Zen, you know what I mean? I don't need a filter to tell me what kind of potato preparation I would be. I know I'm garlic mash. I don't have to like, I don't need that definition. And I don't need to know what kind of bread that I would be. I'm not a baguette, I'm a faggot. Yeah, so self-defining feels good. Yeah, I've been cleaning a lot. I've been at home a lot, so trying to maintain that. You know that when the whole house is clean that someone's upset though, right? It's like, ooh. But I was thinking about that, and I think it's actually like, you know that someone's upset when one spot has been deep cleaned. It's like, wow, oh my God, that oven is sparkling. Like, took a lot of elbow anger to get out. You doing okay? Yeah. I've been organizing my room. I finally got like every part of the room cleared up except the closet, but I'm used to a cluttered closet. You know what I mean? Speaking of sparkling, I was in the backyard and I heard my neighbor yelling at her dog the other day. And I love the Southern charm. I love the Southern manners like put on to animals. It's really fun. The dog wasn't listening. She was like, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. And she was like trying to get her dog back. And then finally, like the dog wasn't listening. So she used the dog's name and was like, Sparkles, no, ma'am, Sparkles. And then you just see this like tiny pug in a pink harness running, like prancing away from her. Just like, that seems hard for you. I live in Mebane, which is about like 20 miles west of Durham, between Greensboro and Durham. And it's a sweet spot, generally. It's a sweet spot to live. The slogan for Mebane is positively charming, which is sweet. That's a nice sentiment. I was looking at the weather recently, took me to the news. The news suggests something different. The news suggests, last week, these were the latest headlines. Family of 7 murdered in their home. Middle-aged man chases and murders daughter's boyfriend. Home fire tragically kills 2 people. Cool. This is a positive one. Grandfather's advice leads to a $100,000 lottery win. Cool. Teen caught stealing mother's checks. Tornado destroys home. Robbery, meth possession, domestic violence. Okay, run-of-the-mill crime. The last one exclaims, bring your kids, community park installed. I just think that maybe they should reassess the city slogan. Maybe it should just be crime, bring your kids. Really bizarre times that we're living in general. I don't know if you heard there's like a pandemic happening, but toilet paper's totally out, right? Can't find it. Early on, like also like sanitary wipes were out, you know, just like baby wipes, but for anybody. One thing that was remaining in the aisle when all the toilet paper and all the sanitary wipes were gone was a product called Dude Wipes. Somebody thought that there was they saw that there was a niche market that was not being met, and they just dove right into that one. So I thought about some slogans marketing things that could be used for dude wipes. Let's see. For all the dudes that don't wipe their own ass, dude wipes. For all the dudes that are used to having someone else clean up their shit, dude wipes. For the dude that's used to shitting on everything with no consequences, dude wipes. For the real men with real tainted taints, dude wipes. Let's see. Toxic masculinity, now in a wipe. Easy application, can be used anywhere that individuals are in tune with their identities and emotionally at ease with themselves. Dude wipes, real men, real assholes. That's not bad enough. They were also scented. What do you think they smell like? Tobacco, musk, gunpowder, fish guts, brisket. They were menthol, y'all. Menthol. Mint. They were mint scented dude wipes. Which I also then wondered if they were flavored mint, like minty fresh butts. I guess I could see rim jobs being more refreshing. I don't know. I guess I get it. Anyway, I think that's my time. Y'all are great.
Matt Davis, everyone. Wow, what a treat. I'm so happy that internet and technology figured itself out because
Same.
that was a very scary moment for me. And I felt
Tragic.
very vulnerable sharing. It's like I should have expected to perform, but I didn't come here tonight thinking I was going to actually do anything. Nat, do you have anything you want to plug? You have a funny Instagram.
Looks aren't everything, but my Instagram's kind of funny. At Natatat, that's a GNATAT.
Yeah.
ATTAT. Find one of my friends and you'll figure it out.
Yeah. When I said funny, I meant the username is funny. Her account is not funny. Like, it's a beautiful
Those selfies are really funny.
I didn't mean to sound like a jerk. I meant like it's a funny name, Ganat. I always say if I had a garden gnome, I would name it Nat with a G. And I don't know why I just revealed this to my arch nemesis because she might steal my idea now because she actually has
lucky for you, I've got a gnome farm out front and they're all named Nat.
Nat, thank you so much for being here. It was so fun.
Thanks for having me.
Wow. Let's keep this party going. If you're just tuning in, we're live, pants optional show. And if you haven't already, make a donation to the Pinhook. We are going to be out for a while. North Carolina has extended until like May 9th. And I'm thinking it's going to end up being longer, unfortunately. But like, you should definitely donate because Pinhook is a great place. It's a fun place to get drinks with your friends. It's a fun place to do karaoke. It's a place to watch drag, to watch stand-up, to hang out with your friends, to, I don't know, go on a date. I don't know what people do, but it could be a cool place for all of those things. And they also have a really cool photo booth, which is just nice. And they also do, I don't know why I know exactly why I'm doing this because I just love the Pinhook. But I also one time went to like a thrift store thing in there where all these local vendors were just selling clothes and like jewelry and random things and bought this cool jacket. And yeah, so check it out when we're back and running and make a donation, please and thank you. I'm going to bring up the next comic coming to the stage, coming in from New York City, Maria Dakotas.
Hi.
Hey, Maria. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
You know, living the dream, honestly. I've always
Your skin looks amazing.
Oh, thank you. I feel like that's the most frustrating thing. I'm like, for once in my life, since I've been like a teenager, I've had terrible acne, and all of a sudden quarantine has like made my skin clear. And I'm like, oh, so no one can see me. No one gets to experience.
No one's experiencing it.
Yeah.
It's all for you, I guess.
Yeah, it's all for me. It's apparently what we're living for.
You're like, yeah, it's all for you, whatever.
Yeah. Take this time to really reflect on loving yourself. And I'm like, fuck that. I don't want to love myself, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know who you think you are or what I am, but that's never been a goal of mine specifically. Maria, what is your favorite flavor of Fanta?
Is there a purple one?
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
I think it's the purple one. I haven't had it in a really long time, but I'm pretty sure it's the purple grape one.
Mm-hmm.
My
favorite is the strawberry.
Is strawberry it's pink, red?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pink.
I feel like there's 4 colors, right?
Yeah. There's actually a lot. There's like I go to gas stations like every day, all the time. So if you go to a gas station, they have like 7.
Oh.
I think if you're just
I feel like I don't see
store.
Fanta as much anymore because I don't drive.
Mm-hmm. I like that you say Fanta. I say Fanta.
Oh yeah, I don't know what it is.
I don't either, but I just remember the song was like Wanna Fanta. So I just
It is Fanta. It is. I took my own creative liberties and said Fanta.
Okay, it can be whatever you want it to be. Maria, do you have any social media you want to plug?
Yeah, so you can just follow me on my Instagram. It's my first and last name, and that's it, Maria Dakotas.
Yeah, Maria makes all sorts of funny videos that you should definitely check out. And Maria, I'm gonna let you go ahead and take it away.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do a little test with this music again to see if it's the right. I'm gonna play it for a second, and then you tell me if this is right. If this is like good volume, should be louder, quieter. Can you even hear it? Good? Okay. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to restart it. I'm sorry, roommates. I'm going to sing one more time. This is the last time. I feel things so deeply in general. I have immense physical symptoms of doom. One time someone dumped me and said it's not the end of the world. I said, ha ha ha, you're right, it's the end of the universe. I also get wildly jealous. Surprising, I know. If my lover even looks at another woman. Yes, I say the word lover. Yet I want freedom to do whatever I want. Also, I make him look me in the eyes when he comes. He literally has no choice. He has to look me in the eyes, or I will kill myself slowly and make him watch. I'm emotionally unreasonable. It's in my blood to be intense. I'm Italian, yes, it's regional. I'm emotionally unreasonable. If you say something mean, I'll remember it until the day I die. If you like a woman's ass on Instagram, I'll never touch you again. But I would like to cry and scream in the middle of Duane Reade. Please don't tell me to stop crying unless you want to die young. When I smell something that reminds me of childhood, I will cry tears of devastation. My mortality rushes to the forefront of my mind. It's crippling, I can't stop thinking we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die, I'm dying right now. Our bodies are rotting from the inside out. I'm emotionally unreasonable. It's in my blood to be intense. I'm Italian, yes, it's regional. I'm emotionally unreasonable. Some people say that you have control over your emotions, that you choose how you let others' actions affect you. But I say those people don't have real blood in their veins. I'm a Scorpio, I was created solely to feel pain. I'm emotionally unreasonable. It's in my blood to be intense. I'm Italian, yes, it's regional. I'm emotionally unreasonable. I'm emotionally unreasonable.
Literally, I have no words because it's so good. Can you like post this on Spotify? Do we have like a Spotify account or something that we can like listen to these songs on?
Well, I haven't recorded any funny songs yet. I'm only just doing them live for now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, not yet, but maybe one day.
Yeah, for sure. If you haven't already, follow Maria on Instagram, on Twitter, any of those spaces where she posts those videos. So good. Stay safe in New York, please.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Wow. If you're just tuning in, amazing. If you're still watching because you love us, that's awesome too. Make a donation at the Pinhook. Also, fun fact, you can share this feed onto your Facebook page. So all your aunts and uncles and random people in your life that you are connected with on Facebook might just be scrolling because they're so bored because they have nothing else to do and they might click and view, and that's awesome for us. So do it. I've done it. Do it. Go for it. I'm going to go ahead and bring up our next comic. And our next comic is Jody Oakley, a local favorite. Hey, Jody, how are you doing? Jody, I'm not hearing you. Is everyone hearing Jody, or is it just me?
It's because I had my mic muted because I'm respectful of other people.
Yes. Me, not so much apparently. But
Well, you're like the main one, so it's okay.
I don't know. I'm really bad with the mute because last week I muted myself. I always mute myself. I feel like it's a statement.
I think it's a woman thing. You're like, I'm not supposed to talk now.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a woman thing. How are you doing generally during quarantine?
You know, I'm pretty good at quarantine. I don't really like people, and I love my house, so
Yeah.
I feel like I've been doing this like a week. It doesn't even feel real to me.
It is kind of insane that it's been like 2 months now, you know?
Yeah, that doesn't compute in my brain.
I
And
didn't-
I had a bad year last year, so I was already kind of just like staying at home. And I was like, oh, everyone else is just acting like me now. It's cool.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Me and Jody have a shared trauma. And so, yeah, we've both been like, now everyone's on the same page as us, but I feel different from you where I don't like this at all.
Yeah. Well, you're very social and bubbly. And I'm like,
I don't know. It's teaching. It's probably like I don't feel like I'm actually a bubbly person. I just think like I put on a mask every day and I smile. But get out of that space. What's your favorite scent, Jody?
My favorite scent, I'm gonna say the same thing: coffee and bacon. Breakfast food in the morning. I love it.
That sounds delicious. Have you been making a lot of bacon?
Yeah, I have actually. I make it ahead of time. So I make like a week's worth of bacon in the oven and put it in the fridge. It's more efficient than like wanting to make 2 pieces of bacon for just myself.
That's actually really smart.
But it makes the house smell incredible.
Yeah. Jody, do you have any advice for the viewers? This is a random question.
No. My advice, do whatever you want. Like, don't pay attention to the internet about what you're supposed to be doing. Just do what you want. It doesn't matter. Enjoy yourself. I was hoping you would ask me about my favorite flavor Fanta.
Yeah, what is it?
Well, the only one I've ever had is cherry because it's the only kind they sell at Zaxby's.
Wait, what? I've never even tried the cherry. I think of myself as like a soda enthusiast. If I know anything about anything in the world, it's soda and TV, and I've never had cherry. Is it good? How would you rate it?
Well, it's the only one I've had, so I would rate it 10 out of 10.
Is it better than Cheerwine?
Well, okay, so here's the thing. I'm not really a soda person, so maybe my opinion is not worth taking into account.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Cheerwine. So I don't know how to tell you how it compares to Cheerwine. Cheerwine sucks and Fanta cherry's good.
Yeah. I feel like you're saying some controversial stuff. I'm not a North Carolina person, so I'm like cancel anything always, but I feel like you've offended some of the viewers. So
my sister loves Cheerwine. I don't know if that gives me any credit. I have friends who like Cheerwine, is what I'm trying to say.
We'll see if they crucify you in the comments. I'll let you know how it goes. But Jody, take it away. Have fun.
Okay, thanks. I want to talk about what happened in the last hour. I was doing my set and a boy and his 2 dogs came over and then my 3 dogs were barking at those dogs. And I was like, God, why didn't this boy tell me he was on his way over here? Because I asked him to do that specifically because I was like, I don't want the dogs to bark during my set. Like it's 5 minutes. Why can't we avoid it for 5 minutes? And that's what I was thinking. I was like, damn it, why didn't he text me? He's supposed to text me. And you know what? He did, but I put my phone on mute because I'm respectful of people. So I didn't see the text. And then what happened was he immediately took himself and his dogs from my front door to my back door and then locked himself in my backyard. So the next text I got was, I'm locked outside. Can you please come get me? Because he was trying to be nice, but we fucked up. Anyway, if you want to know what quarantine is like at my house, this is a real sentence that I said today to this grown man, me, a grown woman, to a grown man in my own home. I swear to God, if you ruin my moon puzzle with your new roller skates in this house, I'm going to kill you. We've just turned into middle school. It's the most ridiculous, insane. There's nothing real about our lives anymore. And it's so much fun. We're playing with puzzles and roller skates and coloring books. Love it. I've written some quarantine material. It's okay. I'm going to tell you right now. It's just all right. So let's see. Number 1, even though I wrote number 2 here. Can you see number 2? I like my men like I like my face masks. Soft and easy to breeze through. I read that off the box of my face masks, So it's not a good joke, but if you saw the box, you would think it's funny. That's how comedy works, right? Okay, number 3/2. This is a pickup line. If you're at the grocery store and you see someone sexy, all you have to do is say, I don't have any toilet paper, but I do have a bunch of my ex's old t-shirts. So you're taken care of. Okay. I had a birthday in quarantine, and I gotta tell you, the best thing about having a birthday in quarantine is that people sent me real presents. Like, normally on my birthday, we go out for a party and people are like, oh, let me buy you a drink. And this year, people mailed me actual gifts. And I think next year I'll be like, no, I'm quarantined. Send me some more planters and puzzles and real things, please. Okay. Next, I've written a poem, a haiku, and a song about quarantine. 3 creative arts that I've never tried before, but I'm working really hard now because I'm creative, because we're all creative in quarantine, apparently. Look at this wine on my lip, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm a mess. All right. Poem. Roses are red, violets are blue. Quarantine sucks. COVID, fuck you. That one feels real. Like, it doesn't even feel funny. It just feels like we're all like, fuck COVID. COVID's like going to be the name of, like, it's the new Blaine. Okay. Haiku. Haiku, for anyone that doesn't know the format of a haiku, because you're not as like philosophical as me, is 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables. So count while I talk. It's very important that you know I'm doing a haiku correctly. Okay. Virus has me home. What am I going to do? Masturbate all day. Just, that's not really new to quarantine. I'm self-employed for the past 3 years, and that's pretty much what I've always done. Okay, next, my song. I worked really hard on it, even though I don't have any instruments. I don't even have like a percussion cup to pretend that I know how to make music. But here's a song for you. I can't even sing, so I'm actually a little sorry that I'm following the last girl who did a great job with her beautiful voice, and here we are. That's how comedy works, though. All right. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling quarantine. We are lost and gone forever. Oh, my darling quarantine. I actually tried to write out a longer version of that song based on the real lyrics, which I didn't know, and I looked them up, and you can't, I thought it would be funny to make like a cheery song devastating about quarantine, but it turns out the song is already devastating because it's about a girl that drowns, and then the guy kisses her little sister and is like, who the fuck's Clementine? I've never even met her. It's like the saddest song. Is it not the saddest song? Like, pretty much all nursery rhymes are terrifying, so don't read them, just sing them. So the next thing I'm going to do is present to you a type of face mask that I don't think many people have thought of. And I was just looking around my house and I was thinking, what's the safest thing that I own? And all I could come up with is a condom. This is, you say, be safe. This is what you mean. You mean use a condom. So we're going to open it up. I don't know how this is going to go, but I feel like it's safe. So I feel like if you can put it on your face, you got to unroll it. Oh, no, it's the other way. No, it's the other way. Unrolling a condom is a lot like putting a USB stick into your computer. It's one way and you got to do it the other way, and then it's actually the first way. So here we go. Look how long they are. If any dude tells you his dick's too big, he's lying. Okay, so we're going to stretch it out. Dicks can, look, they can be wide. You can put the widest chode in here ever. So let's see if we can put our face in here. Stretch it. I want to put it on one ear. Ooh, that's not gonna work. Maybe we just put it in the middle. Just walk around like this. Hey guys, I'm just at the grocery store getting my milk and my bread. So it might not work too well. At that point, you might as well just get a dental dam. You might as well just get a dental dam. The problem is, I don't know where to get a dental dam, and neither does any girl I've ever been with. No one knows where to get them. I think you get them at the dentist. But the dentist is like, no, we don't sell sex stuff here. And then you go to the Target and you're like, hey, do you sell dental dams? I'm like, no, you got to go to your dentist for that. It's like a mind trick. It's like a loop. I don't want to waste this, you guys. I'm just going to roll it up and use it for later. There is a boy here. I might use it for the dogs anyway. Wait, what? That's gross. I've lost all sense of what's happening in my life. You can't reuse these. I want to be clear. I thought it would be funny, but I feel like some of you might take me seriously. I feel like you think I'm being very serious, and I want you to know that I'm not being serious. Also, I want to be honest. I did that condom bit in the last set, and I did try it earlier in the day. And so every time you've asked what my favorite scent is, the only scent that I can come up with is the lube from the condom, because it's all that I've been able to smell for the past 3 hours since I originally tried this bit, because it is all over my face, even though I've washed it twice now. Lube lasts, you guys. Let's see. I am going to leave you on one joke here. We're going to pick a random one. Hey, what do you guys think about Shia LaBeouf? Anybody? I love this. There's a comment right now that says, I think people might be watching who might not know this is comedy, which means that I'm not being funny enough that it's clear that this is comedy. I love it. Thank you so much for that comment. People might not know it's comedy. I don't know it's comedy. I don't know what life is anymore. The condom confused. Yeah, the condom confuses most people. Thanks for these comments. It's pretty good. Last joke. Shia LaBeouf. What do we think about him? I can't decide personally what I think about it. Is he attractive or ugly? Can't tell. Is he intelligent or an idiot? I have no idea. Shia LaBeouf is like every single trait in a human being in one person. He's the MSG of people. That's my joke. Come back, Natalie. Help me. Oh, look at your hat.
Oh, I love that. I thought it was good. I really missed the condom bit in the first time you did it. So it was the first time I was seeing it like live, and I was just like, wait, what?
I think it got better the second time. I'll have to consult with someone else.
Yeah, I mean, I think you did excellent. Jody is a local comic, and you should definitely see her when we're back up and running at all the places.
Yep. Bye.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, this is fun. Share the link, share your thoughts. Be kind to the comics and say what you like, what you're loving about the things they're saying. I especially like when people quote me and just tell me about quotes. I've learned recently that is my biggest turn on, when people just tell me things that I've said and said, like, I liked that word that came out of your mouth. So if you're interested, I don't know who is, but I'm still happy to just keep us going. This is my hat that I got with my pandemics buckaroos. Bought it specifically for this show, but I think it's a piece of who I am now, so I'm going to wear it constantly. I also got diabetic slippers. They're on Amazon. Don't support Amazon right now, but I'm sure you can also just Google diabetic slippers, and maybe there's a local store that is selling them, but please don't order anything from Amazon. I regret saying Amazon already. But I'm going to go ahead and bring up our next comic. Me and Piper actually went to college together, so give it up for Piper Rumkorf.
Yeah, go Dogs.
How are you doing, Piper?
I'm good. How are you doing?
You know, I'm doing better. As the show progresses, I feel like it really elevates my mood. So
that's really good to hear. I'm so
go
glad.
Pit tomorrow morning, but right now I'm feeling great. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we'll dig you back out. Just FaceTime all of us and
get
back on it.
I feel like I live on FaceTime. I know some people. How do you feel about people FaceTiming you during
this time? Will say I was terrified of FaceTime, but it's the main way that my boyfriend communicates with me. I'll be literally just sitting there, like, looking, you know, my worst, which is normal. And he'll just like FaceTime me out of the blue. And I had to adjust to that. That was a real long adjustment period.
Really?
But it's literally like
FaceTime. So it's like, for me, this is weird now because people are like, why is this happening? I'm like, I don't like texting. I hate texting.
Yeah. I mean, it's very inefficient. Like I love a phone call, but yeah, the FaceTime is like, there you are, you know.
Yeah. Do you look at the person or do you look at yourself?
I look at myself. Is that terrible? I'm kind of looking at myself right now.
I think we only look at ourselves because I have to see what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're like, do I look insane? Like, and then you're like, why does my face look like that? You know?
I've been doing this really fun thing where now whenever I'm going on walks, I will take pictures of things that I see, and I also sometimes forget to close out of the camera, so I'll accidentally take selfies of myself. And like all these, like,
Oh boy.
yeah, like pictures.
Oh
Like,
man, nothing like the shocking realization of what you look like. I hate that.
I avoid mirrors at all costs.
Yeah, like
Piper is actually in an improv group, 6 Kids Improv, and I hear a little bird told me in the last show that you guys are going to try and start doing online shows.
Yeah, no, we're excited to kind of branch into that. We'll see. It might be a mixture of improv and recorded stuff, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun though. If you're on Facebook right now, you should go ahead and like their page on Facebook, like them on and follow on Instagram, 6 Kids Improv. Really funny stuff. I've seen them live and really good stuff. Where do you guys perform now? I know you changed this venue.
Yeah, we were at Relapse. May she rest in peace. If you're in Atlanta, we will be at the Highland Ballroom whenever that opens. That's kind of where we've been. We've been with One Up Comedy with Joe Pettis.
I've heard Atlanta's opening pretty soon. So
Atlanta's opening on Friday. So anyone looking to go bowling, that's one of the essential businesses now.
I've heard improv and bowling, 2 essential businesses.
Yes, yeah, improv. We are all at risk. So yeah, it's not great.
Piper, I'm excited to see what you have. Take it away. Have fun.
Thank you. Oh man, I feel like time has not existed at all this whole time. The only way that I'm figuring out how time is working is through Animal Crossing, because they keep having little special events. For example, now is Nature Day, so happy Nature Day to all of my to all who may celebrate. Last weekend we did have Bunny Day weekend and Fishing Tourney Sunday, so that was really special. But Animal Crossing has been giving me a lot more stress than I anticipated, because I had to cancel one of my villagers. His name is Hans. Hans, if you're watching, I'm trying to get rid of you. I have had to give him the cold shoulder, and so far it's not going well. He's still around. He's bullying my other ones, and I'm just like, I cannot sit idly by. So I started whacking him with my net. And it's fun because, like I said, I have a boyfriend and I've just been updating him every single day. I'm sure he loves it. But I've just been like, oh, Hans is back on his bullshit. And he's like, ooh, that sucks for you. It's really been putting a strain on our relationship, I think. But anyways, besides that, it's been pretty chill. I will share, I did have bangs before the quarantine, so everyone cutting their bangs, I feel like this weird sense of moral superiority to them. No offense if you're late to this bandwagon, but I do take like a weird amount of pride in bangs. You know what I mean? Like, people will get them and then they'll be like, I have bangs, and then, maybe 6 months later, they're gone. It's so weird. Where'd they go? But no, I'm committed. Like, I'm in it for the long haul, which is also, they're very long right now. I have not cut them. Maybe I should. But I don't know. I just feel like it's so funny. I'll tell you some actual jokes as well. But so my name is Piper, as Natalie told you. And it's fun, but it's also a dog's name, I've learned. It's not a name for humans. It is a name for dogs. And I found this out the hard way, which is talking to a lot of people who just think it's such a funny coincidence, because wouldn't you believe it, my dog's name is Piper. I'm like, oh, that's so great. I love that. Right? I hate it. But yet they're like, do you want to see a picture? Do you want to see a picture of little Piper? I'm like, okay, yeah. And they'll pull her out. And of course, it makes me so mad because, like, if I do something, I want to be the best at it, right? So I would love it if I was the cutest Piper. But I can't when your dog is out here rocking a bandana like nobody's business, right? That sucks. Every time I try to wear a bandana, I look like a train robber. Like, I look like I'm trying to bring that back, It's really tough for me as like a person with a dog's name, because I also will never find a personalized keychain ever in my life. Let me know in the comments if you feel that way. Are they over there? Over there? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if this happens to you. But I will go into every single like travel, Flying J, pilot, you know, whatever regional. Bucky's is one that I've heard of, but like I'll go into every single one and I like dash over to the keychain area and I'm like, this is the one that's gonna have my name. Never has my name. It literally never does. But I will tell you, the other day I walked into a Petco and there it was, right between Pepper and Rocky. That was really fun for me. So I was like, I guess I'm buying a personalized chew toy today. So that's been fun. I use it in traffic to calm the old nerves. Remember traffic? So I do have a dog's name. I might as well be named Scooter. But it gets worse. My last name is Rumkorf, which is German. And I looked it up because people were like, you know, your last name kind of comes from like what your ancestors did, right? And that's like cute if you're like, oh, my last name's Baker, so I guess my ancestors probably made bread. Or like, oh, my last name is Shoemaker, so they probably made shoes. And you're like, that's really cute. Because I looked it up and my last name literally translates to glory head. So that's great. It was not a good school project for me. It was not. It was actually really challenging. I did get called to the principal's office. But you know, what a legacy to live up to. Glory head, you know, I've been trying. I don't know how. Well, I do know how. I just haven't gotten there yet. Yeah, I told a joke in front of my parents too, because I hate myself. And they told me, so they're like, Piper, no, Piper, come here. Piper, come here. Piper, come. Piper, come here. Piper, come. You sit. Piper, you sit. You good girl. Okay, put that down. No, put that down. And then they gave me a turkey pepperoni because I was good. And they were like, Piper, our last name doesn't mean glory head, okay? It means around the town. And I was like, oh, that's not any better. That's also could be misconstrued a little bit, you know. But I do consider myself to be like sex positive, you know, like I try really hard, you know, trying to be like sex positive, trying to be a good feminist, but I realize that it's like super hard because every time I see a skeleton, I just assume it's a guy, which feels really unfair to skeletons in general because I feel like some skeletons are women. So food for thought, you know, but we don't see that in Party City. They're not brave enough to give us that representation. Right? It's always like a little skeleton. And what is he doing? He's got a little cane and he's got a top hat and it's Mr. Bones and he's off to the dance. Okay? Where's he going? There's probably gonna be women there too. Okay? Give me like a skeleton who is a Maxinista, you know? Give me a skeleton out to brunch with her girls. I love that, you know? And like give me a skeleton who's like never seen Sex and the City but has somehow turned on the movie and now she's like really invested because how is Carrie gonna get out of this one, you know? It's just, that's the only thing. I'm a single issue voter and that's female skeleton representation. It doesn't even have to be fleshed out because that would defeat the purpose of the skeleton because they don't have flesh. And I cannot see you, but I assume you are giving me a standing ovation. So thank you very much for that. You can sit down. Thank you. Yeah. No, but in truth, I've written to Party City many times and they have not responded yet. The crusade continues. Let's see. I also do think that white people as a group, we're so excited about finding aliens because we're almost out of Earth cultures to appropriate. You know, with the internet, it's gotten too easy. We're running out. So where do we go? Space, baby. What are we going to be wearing to Bonnaroo in 20 years? I don't know, but I'm excited to find out. You know what I mean? Ooh, imagine that, right? Like the aliens come to Earth and it's like going to be a big moment for them. They're like, we'll go to Bonnaroo because it is a cultural event, you know, and they're going to like see what humans are all about. And then they're like, oh no, what are you smoking weed out of? That was my grandmother's urn. And I think that's why aliens don't like us in the movies. It's the part they're not showing you. I've been playing a lot of The Sims, so I'm a little starved for social attention. But that's, scratching that itch, sort of. And the thing about The Sims, it's really fun. It's a very healthy way to be by yourself. For instance, you can make a version of you, and then you can make a version of all of your friends, and then you can make an exact replica of your house, and then you can invite all your friends over to your house, and it's almost like they're really there with you. But then it actually turns out you're by yourself playing The Sims. And so then I did that the other day. I invited all of my friends over to my house, and I was like, oh, this is so fun. We're all having like a great time, right? But then I was like, where's Piper? I couldn't find her. And I tracked her down. She was in her room in the dark, by herself playing The Sims. So in that moment, I was like, I think I get motherhood. I think I get it. Like, I've never felt so proud. You guys, I think that's it for me. Thank you guys so much. Please welcome back Natalie. I assume that they're clapping for you as well, Natalie.
I don't know. I never know. But amazing. I have two things that I loved, especially about your set, that I have to share with you because I can't tell you.
Please.
One, yes, you should be a single issue voter, and it doesn't need to be fleshed out at all because skeletons, I don't know. I personally think skeletons are all men because they have nothing to them, and that's at least my take on men. And the second piece is, I'm forgetting it now. Alien appropriation.
Yeah.
Good. I can't.
Thank you.
I couldn't remember exactly what I wanted to say with that. So
no, I do appreciate that though.
I'm losing my marbles. I'm sorry.
No, me too. Have you been misspelling words a lot?
Yes.
Oh my God. Why does my brain not work anymore?
I actually was texting a boy and I said, recreation. I was trying to say I recreated something and I said recreation. So it's just recreation because recreation is not a word. And I was like,
could have told me. Honestly, could have told me.
Yeah, I was like, I did a recreation of a Reopen America protester, and I meant I recreated.
That's not the worst. I think I've just been like absolutely not being able to spell, like pressing like T's when it's not supposed to. There's like K's and stuff. I'm just.
Mm-hmm. The word I will never know how to spell is restaurant and tomorrow.
Yes.
Never learned.
Mm-hmm. Never Restaurant is a tough one. Restaurant is definitely, you're like, where does the O go? And it's nowhere. It's nowhere in there.
I always write restraint, so it's just creepy.
Can't wait to go to the restaurant. Yeah, I mean, that would work regionally.
Restrain me. Yeah. Piper, amazing. Thank you for being on tonight.
Thank you. This has been lovely. Let's catch
Yeah, let's catch up, Piper. Let's keep it going. Donate to the Pinterest if you haven't already. We found so many donations. Let's keep them coming. I love Pinterest. I want it to continue to be open. People will comment right now. You can't really perform, obviously, when you put them online. And that's what affects people who primarily use performing as old community income. And some of us are local, some of us are in different cities, but we're all in this together. My community, the thing that is normally. But I don't really know how I would fix that. So I'm going to go ahead and bring our next comment, Mackenzie Silo.
Hi there, Natalie. How are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, now I can hear you just fine. So maybe it was me. This has been a very strange Christian blogging conference. I did not get any takeaways that I could use on my blog, but I did learn about skincare. I wasn't sure what Jody was using. I'd never seen it before, but it looked like an interesting way to take care of your face skin. Mm-hmm.
Your face skin.
Mm-hmm.
I had to take a screenshot of the page. I just want us to have this photo together.
Okay.
Mackenzie, I know you think this is a Christian blogger conference. Is that what you said?
Yes.
And what exactly are you bringing to this conference? What was your intended?
Well, I wanted to work on having an increased online presence during a crisis where people would need a lot of comfort. And so I was basically looking for some marketing advice. Yeah.
So how do you feel? Do you want America to reopen?
My husband has a lot of thoughts about that, and I just follow what he wants. So he's been watching a lot of news. He was out with some friends yesterday. I saw him making a sign. I don't know much about that. He keeps that stuff private from me, and that's his business.
So being a wife is a full-time job for you?
Absolutely. Yes. Of course, our children are in Christian private school, and so most of my day, I'm working a lot of side hustles, actually. I'm working on my real estate license. So I'm glad it's about to be Friday because that's when I have my virtual class with Greg, who is the instructor of my real estate license class. And he's not bad to look at. So, girl stuff.
Well, Mackenzie, I'm going to let you go ahead and take it away. Keep it coming.
Okay. Thank you. And just as I do on my blog every Sunday and every Thursday, you are welcome to drop Q&As into the chat. I would love to field your questions on skincare, hair care, nail care, child care, and husband care. If you have any questions about that, please do let me know. It throughout what I have to share. So like I said, I am an online blogger. You can follow me at Iced Coffee and Jesus. Those are the two things that keep me going. And so I'm used to an online sisterhood. I'm used to having to connect with folks virtually. But I must confess, right now we're a little past my bedtime. I just put the littles to bed, so I missed most of everyone's sharing time because they had to be bathed because they've just been playing outside and they've been slowly going insane. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry if you can hear my dog Reepa-Cheep. He's very loud. No. Pardon me. So yeah, I'm thankful. I'm looking forward to Sunday. I'm looking forward to our live stream with Redemption Vineyard Church. It's much needed. My soul already needs the restoration, and so I'm just welcoming that when it happens on Sunday. We used to go to a Catholic church. My husband is Catholic. Was Catholic. He converted to real Christianity recently, but before then, the reason that we left that church was I found one of my children, Ruth Joy, was bringing home a coloring book page where they had been coloring Jesus, and it wasn't the issue that I had was not that the Jesus was brown. I understand that there's some historical context there. It was just that they were coloring Jesus at all. I don't think that's appropriate. If you disagree, you can let me know. Anyway, so just a couple of notes before we have to end here in a little bit. I usually review recent pop music, and especially right now, I said this before, as we close our doors in our homes to protect ourselves from a virus, we also need to be protecting ourselves from the virus of sin. We need to be protecting our hearts and our minds and our ears, okay? So you have to be very careful about the music that you invite into your home at this time, because you could be very vulnerable to spiritual attack. So one song that I wanted to warn you about is a recent Demi Lovato song. I remember her from Camp Rock. I didn't know she was still around, but apparently she's putting out this music about being very self-serving. Listen to these lyrics. She starts talking about she's beating up on herself. There are all these haters, and she's talking about being her own worst critic. But instead of taking the song to what I would think would be its logical conclusion, to just find rest in the Lord, she just talks about loving herself. And then she says, yeah, like a lot. That's most of these lyrics. And I just, I'm worried about these influences, these girls who are just like, they want to put their dollar bill in the abortion vending machine. They're scary. You definitely don't want your husbands listening to them. So it's something to be mindful of, to not invite this song into your home, even though it is very catchy. And the last song I wanted to warn you about was Selena Gomez put out this song called Boyfriend, and it goes, I could be, but I just keep hitting dead ends. And it is a very catchy song. But she's just singing about how badly she wants a boyfriend. And sweetie, it's like I tell Alan all the time, Alan, you're my husband, but Jesus is my boyfriend, okay? And Selena, I can't imagine that she would be listening, but, sweetie, Jesus can be your boyfriend. Jesus can rub your feet, and Jesus can rub your shoulders, even when your husband doesn't want to. So that's it for me. If there were any questions, let me check for some questions. You can buy my macrame wall hangings. You can find me on Etsy at weaving 4 capital HIM. These are just some really rude comments about my beliefs, and that's okay. I knew I was going to be attacked for staying on here. But yeah. If you buy one of my weavings, they come with a Bible verse. So thank you all so much. I'll see. Looks like nobody wants to ask me about my skincare regimen, so I'll just go do it myself. Thank you.
Amazing. And just so everyone knows, that is Joanna Rutter, local favorite, lives here in Durham, incredible hair and everything. This is her real voice, by the way.
I always talk like this.
Amazing.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank you, Joanna. If you're tuning in, we're about to have our last comic. I'm so excited to bring her up. We had some technical difficulties before, but they're all good now, and I'm so excited. So keep the comments coming. We love hearing you interact with our comics so we can encourage them. And let's bring up Nat Davis to the stage.
Hey.
Oh my
Can you
goodness.
hear me?
Incredible. But
Okay.
I do want to say that
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Hear me? I can hear you.
You can hear me. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it's all that is important.
Yeah, you look
Sorry,
great.
I can't
like
enter with
wig.
you. I can't hear you.
Okay. Why don't we
Are you on mute?
I'm not on mute.
Okay.
As everyone
I'm waiting. You're not on mute.
Just take it away. You go.
I'm just gonna take it away. I'm just gonna go. Hey y'all. What's up? Welcome to quarantine. Welcome to comedy. Here we are. I have been keeping my physical distance, but that's not a new thing for me because I really like to be distant from people. What's up, Megan? I, before the quarantine, was already like keeping my distance. Don't need to, talk to you. I didn't have to take a personality test to tell me this, but I am pretty introverted. I like people, but I really like myself too, not more, just different. So I don't like the obligation to be like polite to people, like wave or say hey or say like how's it going, because then they'll respond with how it's going, and sometimes I'm not in the mood or like not ready for it, and it can be really overwhelming. That's something I really like about North Carolina, though. There's the question, how are you? And the way they respond is, I'm well, I hope you are, which is great because it's like, hope you're good. I'm not trying to like wish you any ill. Also, I'm not asking how you're doing, and I don't care. So that's cool. I like North Carolina. I'm feeling for my for my New York City folks though, like for people who are there, because those apartments like are hardly 6 feet away from each other anyways. So it's just like war zone. Speaking of war zone, I've been hanging out in cemeteries a lot lately because that's a guaranteed safe zone. Everyone is 6 feet apart there. That's fun. Speaking of death, my parents, I live with my parents. I'm doing good. I am. They like to watch murder mystery TV shows, and it's funny that they like that because they're kind of already anxious about like bad things happening to their loved ones. So like why they choose to see the gory details of a seriously tragic death is beyond me. But you know, I don't judge. I let them do their thing. They like it. To each his own, you know. And that phrase, my friend thought that that was a French phrase growing up. To each his own. Thought it was pronounced to each his own, which is endearing, and I can't not think that now whenever I think of to each his own. Um, I don't like being labeled. I can define myself. I don't really need someone else to tell me who I am or what I am or what I'm doing or whatever. Um, you know, uh, I can confirm that I'm queer. I don't really need someone else to validate that. You know what I mean? But I've been seeing lately that on Instagram, there's the filter that you can put over, like scans your face, and then it tells you something about yourself in some category. And I just don't personally care, you know? Like, I don't care what my goth name would be. I already survived middle school. I don't need to, like, relive that. I don't care what my gangster rapper name would be. I'm already Nat Daddy. Good with that. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I don't care what 90s cartoon I am. I'm somewhere in between Rugrats meets Recess meets Daria meets Animaniacs. Sure, I'm into that. I don't care what color I am. I'm purple and teal. I already know that. I don't care what state I am. I'm in a permanent state of Zen. Thank you. I don't care what kind of potato preparation I would be. I know I'm garlic mashed potatoes. It's fine. And I certainly don't need to know what kind of bread I am. Like, I'm not a baguette. I'm a faggot. It's cool. Yeah. You know, when the whole house is clean, that someone's upset, right? No, I think you know someone's upset when like just one spot has been deep cleaned. You know, it's like, wow, that oven is sparkling. It really took a lot of elbow anger to get that out. You doing okay? Yeah, we've been cleaning the house. Finally got my room organized. Uh, Most of the room is cleaned, but the closet is still a little cluttered. But I'm used to a cluttered closet, you know what I mean? Speaking of sparkling, I was outside in my backyard the other day. My neighbor was screaming at her dog, trying to gather the dog back to her. And love the Southern charm out here applying to the animals. It's really nice. It's no ma'am, no ma'am, like yelling at her dog, no ma'am. And the dog is not returning to her. So then she uses the dog's name, which is Sparkles, no ma'am, Sparkles. And she is just like trying to get this dog back. And this pink, this like tiny pug in a pink harness is just prancing away, just like, nope, not gonna listen to you. Love that dog. I live in Mebane. It's about 20 miles west of Durham, equidistant from Durham and Graham, if you will. Not Graham, Greensboro. The slogan is positively charming. I get it. Like, it's sweet. It's a sweet little town, you know. But I was reading the news recently, and the news suggests something else. It's not positively charming. It's family of seven murdered in their home. Tornado strikes down and destroys home. Teenager steals mother's checks. There was a bank robbery in there. Middle-aged man chases and stabs daughter's boyfriend. Let's see. Tornado, meth possession, bank robbery, domestic violence, just like crime after crime after crime. There was one positive thing in there. It was grandfather's advice leads to $100,000 lottery win. So the old men are still giving good advice apparently about finances. I just think okay. So then the last thing about it, the last piece of news headline was bring your kids. Park installed recently installed. Community park installed. So I just think that the city should reconsider the slogan. Maybe just Mebane, crime, bring your kids. Just a little more accurate. I don't like being lied to, you know? Yeah, so we're living in really bizarre times right now. I don't know if you heard, but we're like in a quarantine, you know. So toilet paper's totally out, and was when we could be in stores, was in the toilet paper aisle. Toilet paper was out. Sanitary wipes were out, you know, just like personal hygiene, like baby wipes, but for anybody. The remaining product that was in that aisle was a niche market that somebody dove right into trying to get those big bucks. They were dude wipes. The product was dude wipes. Let that sink in a little bit, just that it exists at all. But then I was like, like what would the marketing slogan be for dude wipes? You know, it's like they're really struggling to sell this off the shelves, obviously. So I was thinking it could be like, for dudes that don't wipe their own assholes, dude wipes. For the dudes that are used to having other people clean up their shit, dude wipes. For the dudes who shit on other things without paying any consequences, dude wipes. For the jackass in your life, dude wipes. For the real men with real tainted taints, dude wipes. Last would be toxic masculinity, now in an easy application, easy wipe. Let me say, toxic masculinity, now now in a wipe, can be easily applied anywhere. Jesus Christ. Easy application can be used anywhere individuals are in tune with themselves and at peace with their identities. Dude wipes, real men, real assholes. They were scented though. What do you think they smelled like? Tobacco, musk, brisket, fish guts, gunpowder? Who knows? It was menthol, y'all. It was scented like menthol. They put the men in menthol. Okay. I wonder then, was it also flavored? Like, are they mint flavored dude wipes? Because then I could see like refreshing rim jobs. That makes more sense. Anyway, the world's fucked. Good luck to y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Donate to Pinhook. Hey, Erin.
Good.
Oh, everyone's on
Here. Great job, Nat. It's so good to see
Thanks,
your
Erin.
face. Oh,
Wasn't
that
that so much fun? That was so much fun.
was way fun. Okay, May 8th. That's what we're thinking, you know, when we'll hear more about when we're free again. But, you know, we'll be doing this every Thursday.
Yeah,
So.
we'll be back next Thursday. You should definitely tune in. If you haven't, one last push, make a donation if you haven't already at the Pinhook on Venmo.
Yeah.
And, wow, give it up for everyone. Everyone was great.
Wrap it up on Thursdays with us here on these pages. Check out the Pinhooks live feed with virtual karaoke on Friday nights and virtual drag shows on Saturday nights, and give to those people as well. We love you. Have a great
Yeah, we love